A strange and terrifying night at Collinwood. A night in which the past has reached into the present and taken the life of a young woman. It took only a matter of seconds for Victoria Winters to disappear forever, but it will take a very long time for those who witnessed this supernatural occurrence to comprehend or accept the fact that Victoria Winters no longer exists.
How is it possible?
I don't know.
One moment she was there, and the next she'd gone.
I'll never understand it.
It's beyond our understanding.
Yes.
Like death.
Elizabeth.
We don't understand death, do we? Because we can't. We can only wait for it, knowing it will reach out for us when it's ready.
Elizabeth, we've both had a severe shock.
But Vicky didn't die, did she? I mean, she simply vanished into another time. That's where she'll die, where she's supposed to die.
Elizabeth, let me take you upstairs. I'll find Dr. Hoffman and bring her to you. She'll see that you get the rest you need.
Barnabas, soon I will be getting a long rest. Because my time is near, too. And I'm going to die.
Dark and sinister night at Collinwood. The sudden, strange disappearance of a young woman has led to a chain reaction of terrifying events. Found unconscious near the old family mausoleum, the mistress of Collinwood has again become the victim of an evil spell which she thought she had overcome. A spell which could end her life at any moment.
Everything's all right now, Mrs. Stoddard. You're back home.
Thank you, Amy. Barnabas, let me sit down for a minute.
No, I'm going to take you upstairs, and this time you're going to stay there.
Oh, it's too late, Barnabas. Nothing will help.
No, Dr. Hoffman's going to take very good care of you. Now, Amy, I'll be back downstairs in a few minutes. You wait here for me. You and I have a little talking to do.
Yes, Barnabas.
full moon shines over Collinwood, an ill-omened moon for all who live in the great house, and for others too. For the moon changes one tortured man into an animal who only knows to kill. And on this night, that animal has found a new victim.
Who is it?
The second night of a full moon shining over the great house of Collinwood, a night marked for tragedy. For in the village, one man has watched his cousin turn from a human being into a mad, vicious animal. An animal which only the night before tried to kill him. And having escaped, he has only one thing he must do. The shock and horror have robbed him of his reason and sent him on a mad mission which must necessarily end in disaster, perhaps for more people than anyone realizes.
But why didn't you send for me? Why didn't Barnabas? Vicky gone. My mother's so terribly upset.
Everything happened so quickly. There was nothing you could do for Vicky, nothing any of us could do.
My mother. Is there anything anyone can do for her?
Do you want me to answer that as a doctor? There's nothing physically wrong with your mother.
Yet you think she's gonna die.
Oh, she thinks she is. That's more to the point. No, that's wrong. I should phrase it more carefully. She thinks we will all believe her to be dead, but she will not be.
How does something like that start?
I don't know. None of the doctors at Wincliffe managed to find out. The reports show that she doesn't really remember when it started to happen or why.
I want to see her.
Yes,
now.
You must. Carolyn, I don't like to offer any advice about how you should act with your mother, but I do think that you should be a little less emotional. It will help her. I don't mean for you to be callous.
Yes, I understand.
And don't forget that all this happened a few months ago, and then she seemed to forget it. Perhaps the same thing will happen now, and we'll hope so.